So we're doing this from the office today. Today's topic is going to be about, partnerships, your ego, and then learning how actually to trust people that you brought to the table. Honestly, it's a little harder than people think. The real issue behind this is potentially you. When you build something, you build it from the ground up. You naturally become emotionally attached. It's your idea, it's your process, it's your product. That's normal. You spent time, energy, stress, lots of money, and definitely some sleep and personal hours on it. So when a person that you brought in now challenges some of your ideas, it can feel personal, even when it shouldn't. The point is here that you brought them in for a reason. They bring talent, skills, and ideas that are not like yours, and that's what you want. They have expertise that you don't, and eventually you have to trust that expertise. Otherwise, you don't really have a partner in your endeavor. You just have a spectator, and somebody who's probably financially invested as a spectator, which, you want their help. So look, this isn't easy, especially for people who are used to just solving problems all themselves. Like, the military leaders out there, entrepreneurs who built their own businesses, people wired to take ownership. We hear feedback and we immediately go into that defensive mode instead of listening. But good partners aren't there just to agree with you. As my wife often points out to me, partners challenge each other and they notify each other of their blind spots. They see things you don't. They provide perspective that you don't naturally have. Because the truth is that you are not every customer. You're not every user of your tech. You're not every audience of your media or your partnership or whatever you're putting together. You're not everyone. So different varying points of view are important. And if you constantly shut down, eventually they'll stop bringing you those ideas. And that's kind of dangerous because the moment smart people stop talking to you and helping you, you're losing. So pay attention to those partners. They're there for a reason. You brought them in because you trust them. It's one of the hardest things in leadership is learning that sometimes the best decision isn't yours. And honestly, that's okay. I mean, we learn this a lot in the military, and it's easy to apply that to a military standard, but in business, it's the same. It's actually good news that sometimes you brought in smart people because you've surrounded yourself with those people who care and are engaged. That doesn't mean that every idea is brilliant. But again, you have a collective of people, and some ideas absolutely deserve to stay, or deserve to stay just in a text chat, right? Actually before implementing them. But if they're invested enough to challenge your ideas and give you feedback and stay involved, you just have to appreciate that. I'm fortunate enough. I've got some great partners in everything that we do. They do challenge me. And they are engaged and they're fantastic in everything that they do. And that's one of the reasons that Craft is going to be so amazing as we continue to do these events is because we trust each other. I trust them implicitly. So trust your people, listen more than your ego wants you to. And remember, there's a reason why you brought those people on board in the first place. Look, just some advice from a retired sergeant major who's working on building businesses and serving on different boards. Sometimes you don't know everything, and trust the people that you brought on your team. Take care.